There,
David, the only non-shill podcast,
yeah,
toy podcast.
nobody pays me to talk.
Hey, K Munin, how are you? And we got Richard. Hey, hold on. Okay, so we got Richard here. I mean, nah,
Yes.
we got K
Somebody's here.
Munin
Came Unit
here.
is here.
And then we got Richard. Hey, how are you? We got
Yeah.
David out of
Canada.
Canada. That
Canada.
I like this channel because David and LPH actually provide some criticism about toys, while the channel shield to get special access to the companies who are charging ridiculous prices.
Where's
I,
all my free shit?
I know.
That's why I don't. I guess that's why nobody gives me anything.
I haven't had cotton candy in
Oh, you need to
years.
go to Carnival.
I like cotton candy. I liked it when
Saturday
I
morning
was
fan.
a Saturday morning fan when I
Uh-huh.
was a kid and I used to
You like a
eat it.
lot of stuff when you were a
I
kid.
know.
Johnny Future.
And then the sad part, you go back as an adult because you remember it fondly, and then you try it, and it's like, how in the world did I like that?
Like Pop Tarts.
I've never eaten
Pop
Pop
Tarts is
Tarts.
like spreading jelly on a piece of cardboard. They- Richie says he wanted Super Joe Terron when he had the Shogun Warrior collection. He had the Shogun Warriors Godzilla. I wanted to have it like on Monster Island. Okay, you mean the Super Joe Terron? As we catch up, and Richie made a donation for
Donation.
the
Thank
Kitty Fund. Thank you
you.
so much for helping us out with our shelter cats. And I do have things to give away today. I do have things to give away
Yes.
today, if it applies,
Hey,
because
Robert.
you may not. It may not be something that you need or want.
Yes.
So we will see.
Or it might be something you just can't use.
I will also throw it out there
Mm-hmm.
that K Munion's been nominated for a CBC award
K Muni,
for
yay!
for what is it? Community involvement,
Community engagement.
something like that. I
Probably.
think it's
I don't
community
know. I
engagement.
didn't know, but
Yeah,
he is on everybody's
yeah.
YouTube channel.
I think that's what it's for.
Yay!
So if you go to the
Congratulations.
CBC Awards to do any voting, please look for K Munin there.
I got to go and look
Hmm.
so I can vote for him because he's he is very special in the community. He will watch and comment on your videos,
Yes,
and that's always cool.
yes.
And many of you do, and I thank all of you that comes by and watch the channel and leave comments. Hey, Gunpowder, how are
Gunpowder's
you?
there. So here's what we're gonna, and I'll bring this up a few times this evening. Here's what we're gonna be giving away. Now, when we today we spent part of the day at our friend Martin's house. Martin is the guy who owns Retroville Collectibles,
Yeah.
and he hosts the retro toy swap that we film at. He does them 6 times a year.
Hey,
It was
Dr.
Dr. Cohen.
Cohen.
Okay. So he was having a little get together because he just moved
Mm-hmm.
and he's got his new collection room set up. And I did go and film his collection, and I'll put it up later I'll put it up probably next week. Okay. You're not missing anything. Johnny's saying you never ate a Pop Tart. What's wrong with you? They've changed so much. It would be miserable if she tasted it. She would just be upset and cry.
My cousin used to eat it. I mean, my grandmother bought it. She used to eat it, but it looked disgusting. And I was like, I'm not eating that.
JSS Brooklyn is
Hey,
joining us.
Brooklyn, how are you?
Anyway, back to the story.
Yeah.
So we're at the little to do. I filmed. We're talking with Martin, and we're talking. David and Chance from Open by Chance show up, and Brett comes.
Mm-hmm.
And Brett is the guy who runs Toy Lanta and Joe Lanta. And oh, you sent me a
A direct
message. Okay,
message
I'll look
on
for it.
IG,
I'll look for it later.
Instagram.
Um, I talked to Brett, and Brett gave me passes for the Joe Lanta that I can give away. He gave me a handful of passes. So at some point this evening, I'll give away a few sets of passes to anybody who might be interested in having getting a ticket. It's admit one either Saturday or Sunday, and of course that is in Duluth, Georgia,
Yeah, so you got to be in the Atlanta area.
and that would be the 26th and the 27th. Because
Hmm.
I know there's people that travel to these shows, but he was like, "Hey, yeah, I'll give you a bunch of passes, and you can do it as a giveaway on your channel if you want." I'm like, "All right, fine, that's great,"
Yeah,
because
that'll
he
help take
gives,
the sting out.
yeah, because he gives us press passes,
Hmm.
and so he was like, "Yeah, if you help us promote the show, I appreciate it. Here's some passes for some of your viewers." And I'm like, okay, that's great, and so I'll give away some of those this evening, and maybe on another time I'll give away a few more, and we'll just see if anybody out there who's watching this evening wants passes.
Hmm.
You can let us know, and then I guess you can contact me through either the Facebook messaging or Instagram messaging, open by chance, obviously, and we can send them to you.
Yeah, you can mail it out.
So that we'll do that. And I think, that was nice of him, and,
Hmm.
just sharing that with the rest of the community. If you've never been there or have been there, like she pointed out, and there are people that travel from all over, I mean,
Yeah.
even other countries to come to, because it's one of the three biggest shows. Um, Toylanta, Joe Lanta, and Joe Festa, like the three biggest shows out here. And there are people that travel from Canada, United Kingdom, China. They come in from all over the place.
Yeah, because
There's Frankenfrog.
Ace comes out.
Yeah, he came from China.
Yeah, to Toy Lantern.
Hmm.
And then that guy from Europe that has all those
Oh,
European
the
GI
Action Man.
Joes.
Yeah, all the Action Man stuff.
Yeah,
That's
that's all
right.
he has too. And then the one guy comes from Australia. No, that's at Joe Fest though. He comes to Joe for the Australian guy, Tony. I can't remember his
Ah,
name. I can't remember the name of his channel.
hmm,
Analog Toys.
yeah.
So we got Frankenfrog
Frankenfrog's
and we
joining us.
got David.
Blue
And David
Splash.
might be interested because he comes out to
That's right.
Toy Lanta. David, we were saying that we have passes for Joe Lanta.
Lanta.
Don't know if you were planning on coming, but if you were, let us know. We can get you a pass.
Yep.
Sadly, would not be able to go,
Saturday
but
morning
great
can't go.
you giving it away.
Well, I tried.
Yep. But yeah, if you're interested in
Hmm.
going and you're gonna be in the area, let us know and we'll get it in the mailbox.
Yeah.
We'll put it in an envelope with a stamp and send it United States Postal Service.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be one. I mean, if you're going with somebody, if you're
Yeah,
bringing somebody
family
with
of
you, you
six.
need a cut. We give away 6 at a time.
Well, some people got the husband, the
Oh,
wife, and
yeah.
all the kids.
I mean, yeah, if you need a couple, that's cool. I mean, we
Hmm.
can do it. As long as we don't run out of passes.
Yeah.
But, we're happy to do that. And thanks again to Brett. Um, Johnny wants to know how much the Frogger game was at Chance's store. Chance didn't have, the Coleco? You mean the Coleco one? I think he had 200 on it.
Mm.
I think he had 200 on it. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, David says things have been tough lately, but
But
he'll
that
let
might
us
help.
know.
That might help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it might help to get
you
a,
get away for a minute and
uh-huh.
let your mind be free and just focus on something else. Let us
Will
know
you
though.
be there? Yeah, of course. Well, we have press passes, so we're going to be there all 3 days, Robert.
Yeah.
Hmm. But
Robert's gonna go with us through video,
okay,
virtual.
yeah, he's going to do it virtually. That's how a lot of people do. But again, it's the tickets will be admit one either Saturday or Sunday. So whichever day you can attend, it's general admission. It's not for early bird or Friday.
Yeah.
But it's like, again, and we'll be there probably all 3 days
Yeah.
because
And
we'll be
Friday
we'll be
night is
filming.
usually fun.
Friday night is yeah,
Cause that's when they have the lobby swap.
yeah, and then Saturdays where it's going to be really busy.
Yeah, it's
Saturday
mob.
is usually mobbed, and then Sunday it cools its heels a little bit.
Yeah.
But like I said, anybody out there, and there's Patty joining us.
Hey, Patty.
Anybody out there, if you would like free passes, we got them, and you can hit me up on the Instagram or on the Facebook Open by Chance
And it's
on
down
both
there
of
at the
them.
bottom, running
Oh yeah,
around on
that's
the
right.
screen there.
Open by Chance on both of those. I'm easy to find, and I'll we'll mail them to you. We'll be happy to
Mm-hmm.
mail them to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Rich says there's a lot of toy shows in Georgia. There are some are better than others.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock any of them,
Mm-hmm.
but there are some that we've been to that we're like, well, let's not go to this one again.
Oh no.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Sometimes, survival of the fittest, and sometimes certain
Yeah.
shows they probably should go away.
Well, it's some
But
show. It depends on what your focus is,
mhm.
because I've noticed some shows lean heavy on Artist Alley,
Oh
and
boy,
then
yeah,
you have some shows like Toy Lanta, Joe Lanta, Joe Fest.
very
Um,
focused
they're focused more on toys. You might
and
get ones
vintage.
in vintage, but you might get onesie twosies. Hey Joe, Action Joe Fig. You might get onesie twosies in the Artist Alley section, but it's not 80% Artist Alley, 20%
Hmm.
toys and action figures.
I hate that. And
You
that,
know.
there are shows that are like that. We get there and it's like, wow, this entire thing looks like a flea market. It's like an outdoor flea market, and
Yeah.
people are selling like Christmas wreaths and doilies and
And the barbecue sauce and
barbecue sauce.
seasoning.
Oh my God, yeah, the barbecue sauce.
But what's taking over now, I've noticed, and I'm not as um anti as David is, but you see a lot of 3D printing
Oh,
stuff.
boo.
David is anti 3D printing. I'm all right with it if I know it. Like, okay, if
Not
it's
when there's 12 tables and they all have the exact same thing,
yeah,
because the problem with most of them, they don't actually know how to use the 3D printers. They download a program and it's the same damn programs. So they have the same crap on each table,
well,
you
I'm
know.
all right if it's like a logo, because now people do
That's true.
like the logo for you to put in your
And
museum or
Chance
something.
Chance had those. If you saw the Chance's
Yeah,
video,
he
he had
had
like
those.
GI Joe
Yeah,
or Visionaries. He had little plaques. Johnny wants to know where we go out of state. Well, we were the last one out of state we went to was
Alabama.
the Gadsden,
Hmm.
Alabama for the Gadsden Con.
Retro Toy. I don't know. We haven't been to Retro Toy Con in literally years.
Yeah,
We used to go, and then one year we completely forgot.
and never got back to it somehow.
Totally forgot. Another year we set the alarm, Alexa, and she did not go off. And by the time we woke up, it would have been too late to drive that far, because it's
Hmm.
like 2.5, almost 3 hours away.
Yeah,
And then after that, I had an aunt that was sick
and we've
that
been to the
lived in
South
that
Carolina
area.
Comic Con a few times, and right,
South Carolina
was it
Comic
North
Con.
Carolina Comic Con? Which Comic Con?
I
I
don't know
forget the
what you're
name of
talking
it. It
about
was in
now.
Carolina.
I don't know about that. Most of the shows here in Tennessee, we've been to one in Tennessee. What's the one right across the border? FarleyCon.
Yeah.
Won't uh
He
Tennessee
says
people won't.
Gunpowder says they won't wheel and deal. That
Oh
sucks.
no, you can't go to them kind, because if you can't get a deal,
Robert says most you hardly know cosplayers anymore. Oh well, too bad. Most of them aren't
Archive
good
has
anyway.
still a bunch of Retro Toys, comics,
Uh-huh.
manga, anime, and retro games. Retro Toy Con and Toy
Hmm.
Ohio is the only shows on my calendar
Oh, Great
I'm for
Ohio.
sure going to. Yeah. I've never been to the Great Ohio. I would like to go there.
Uh-huh.
3D not so much. Yeah, the 3D printing, not so much. But like I said, if it's like little plaques or just like a little name badge or something like that, I'm cool with.
Joe Fig says that he does it, but he actually designs them. He
Yeah,
designs his own. That's different.
that's different
Yeah.
than just the guy that downloads the
And
program.
everybody has the same exact dragon on their table. And there's like 8 tables of it.
And it's just different colors.
Yeah.
I I mean, yeah, I
Uh,
guess it would be different if everybody had something different. Like this table focused on fantasy and dragons and fairies. This one focused on anime. This one focused on vehicles, but all of them got the same thing. Oh no, Frankenfrog is also anti 3D printing. The booths are getting out of control. My local flea market, there's at least 3 tables selling.
well, if
Yep.
it's hot enough, they'll melt.
Will it?
Oh, Richie said that you saying the A word just caused his to glitch.
Yes, because, oh, you don't even have to say the word with an A. It can almost sound like Alexa, and she'll start blinging. Let me find that for you.
Shut up!
And you're
Uh,
like, I didn't even say nothing.
I hate that thing.
Yeah,
It's annoying.
yeah.
No, only virtually gunpowder. So, or is the museum open to the public? They said. And Eric is there. Says went to a small show in Cleveland, Tennessee. Great
Ooh.
deals. Good.
Yeah.
Great deals
Oh,
for
we
you
were
there.
in Cleveland in May. We went whitewater rafting and
Mm-hmm.
we stayed in Cleveland. I like that area. It felt like a small town, but it had enough stuff around for you to not feel like you was in
And they
Mayberry.
had an actual eat-in Pizza Hut.
That's where we ate at that Pizza Hut
Yep.
in
If you
Cleveland.
saw that picture where I'm like, guess where
Yeah.
I am?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's where it was. It
Mm-hmm.
was in Cleveland. And I actually liked that time. We drove around
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if we went to Goodwill or not, but
Yes, we did.
oh yeah,
Well, not Goodwill, but was it Goodwill?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's where we bought that vacuum cleaner
The uh the
all
uh
the way to Tennessee to
the
buy a
the
vacuum
carpet
cleaner.
steamer. The
Hmm.
carpet steamer.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
we went whitewater rafting up there and we stayed in the hotel
Mm-hmm.
in Cleveland, and that was a nice place. We liked that. And we went to that diner
Yeah, we also went
with
to the
all them
diner.
cakes.
The diner was not. Oh, yeah, I'm a sucker for cake though, but I,
Act-
I, I
Action Joe Fig says my stuff is scale specific because there are replacement parts that some old Joe vehicles need.
I see.
I'm cool,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, if you tell people that if you're selling and you selling with 3D parts that this has a 3D part. K Munin has told a story how my friend bought a 3D printed accessory and it started to decompose and produce a greenish black ooze. Yes,
I've heard of
you
that
told us
happening,
that.
and Blue Splash is
Oh,
specifying Toy Ohio is different from Great Ohio.
oh,
Okay.
okay. They call it home the holy grail, so to speak. Whatever grail shows up, I get. Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay. I thought that was the same
Okay.
thing.
Well, you're
Mm-hmm.
way behind.
Yeah, I know. We
You're
got John
Oh,
here.
John is joining us. And
Uh-huh.
again, I'll put it out because more people are coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
We met Brett today.
Mm-hmm.
We know Brett, but we ran into him today at an event that Martin was throwing, where he gave me passes for Joe Lanta for either Saturday or Sunday for Joe Lanta. So again, if you would like some passes, hit me up on the Facebook or on the Instagram, and you can see it down below here on that
Yeah.
moniker that Open by Chance on Facebook or Instagram, and we will send you some passes. So it's just that
Hmm.
as a he gave it to us as a thank you for
Yeah.
promoting the shows, and we're sharing that with you.
Yes. And Gunpowder went to the Wrights brothers,
Right, Patson?
Wright Patson Air Force
Hmm.
Museum. It's free. We talked about the military museums before and how sad and depressing they are.
Yeah, because we went to a huge
Oh
one in Topeka,
man.
Kansas. It's right by Topeka actually has an airfield, and it doesn't get used very often, but there is an airfield in Topeka, Kansas. And right by that airfield is a VFW museum, and it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually have a complete inside the museum, a recreation of a
MASH.
of the MASH, the tent, Hawkeye's actual tent. They've completely reproduced inside there. But we went there to out of curiosity, and the guy was thrilled because nobody comes there. But it was,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a huge place, lot of military history.
Mm. Yeah, I like going to them. They're nice.
Hmm.
And I remember when I was still in the military station in Fort Bragg, they had built the 82nd Museum. And it was open for a while and nobody went. So what does the army do? What the army always do. They made you go. So every unit had to take their soldiers. You had the day off. Well, you didn't have the day off. You
Uh-huh.
came in civilian clothes and you got on a bus and they drove you to the 82nd Museum.
You know how they
You
could
toured
script
it.
you into that kind of stuff.
And I don't know, when I was, I guess because I was there and it was forced, I was like, whatever. And you had to walk through, and then they had a little movie for you to watch and all of that. And nobody seemed interested at all. And now looking back at it, I see how sad that was because Fayetteville, gave up this land, and the military commissioned this building, this 82nd museum, and nobody went. And
And
I
that
think I heard that it's not even open anymore.
that one time that you were in, well, we were in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we were in Missouri when you had that meeting,
Yeah.
and I had the kids, and
Oh
I
yeah.
went. There's a military museum there as well, so I
Mm.
took them there. There wasn't even, hey Jesse,
Hey Jesse.
no one was even there.
When we went to the one in
There,
Kansas, nobody was
no, I
there.
mean not even a curator. No
Oh
one was there.
God.
There was a camera, and the camera was just following us. It was like it's a
Oh.
surveillance only, no one in attendance currently. And I was like, and there was no one in there anyways. But we walked around through the museum, but no, there was not literally not even anyone curating, just like automatic surveillance.
We went to a yard sale a couple weeks ago and they had some CDs. I think those people sold us those CDs for 25 cents.
Yeah, a lot of people don't care about that stuff.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Stephanie.
Stephanie says a tribute to the great hobo. Break
Oh,
my heart. That's
now David's
that
going to
was
have tears and the
yeah,
eye getting misty.
that really hurt when Hobo passed. And
Hmm.
on that same day now, Twin disappeared. Twin there's two, well no, I mean this the Twin is a tuxedo cat, and Twin and Pinky are brother and sister. They're from the same litter. And both of them were very close to Hobo. And the cats don't go anywhere. They live on the back porch.
Mm.
And when it rains, they go under the porch in the habitats. And the day he died, Twin just the last time I saw him last Tuesday. He disappeared, and I'm like, where the hell did he go? Is he looking for Hobo? I don't know, but he has not been back, and I can't find him. And it's like, oh, give me a break. And I wonder because cats get like that. They could have been a bonded pair, and he's just like, where's Hobo? Where's Hobo? Doesn't understand.
Yeah, no, we never been to the presidential library or museum, but we saw the video this week of the toy museum. It's in Oklahoma.
Oh
This
yeah, yeah, yeah.
one guy owns it, and the majority of the stuff that's in the museum is his private collection.
But it's
And
only a fraction of what he has at home, is what he said.
yes, and this place is huge. I think he said it's like 7,000 square feet.
We can't
Some
quite do that.
No, but he has it, and the guy that went there, he kind of toured it. He didn't tour it like all that. He was talking to the guy because the rumor was going around that it was closing, and the guy said it is closing,
They're
but he's going
moving.
to move it
Yeah.
to another city. And I mean, he built dioramas and stuff, but he was also a sculptor for some major toy lines like Toxic.
Playmates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said he was commissioned for whatever.
He didn't work for
Whatever
them
came,
directly,
yeah.
but he was contracted.
Yeah, whatever
Hmm.
came his way, he did. So he did like Toxic Crusaders,
couple of other weird lines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turtles and some other stuff. He named them. I can't
Hmm.
remember them now. But I was like, man. Then he said that they're looking for a place. Well, cities are asking him to bring the museum to their city
Hmm.
because they want it there. But I'm like, dude, if this is only a part of what's at your house, what's at your house?
Yeah, and is it hoarded out or is it organized?
Because
Because
the
you
museum is
gotta,
nicely
yeah, the or
organized.
museum's organized, yeah, and it would have to be. But you never know. You never know. I mean, you could go into that guy. It could be on an episode of Hoarders one day, and then they're gonna call out. They're gonna call out like 1-800 got junk, and they'll be
Oh,
shoveling his
Jesus
toys into
me.
buckets and throwing them away, and then I'll be having a heart attack. I had a
God.
heart attack on that one show because they were throwing that guy's stuff away, including a boxed Mego Love Boat.
What
It,
show?
hoarders,
On
and
Hoarders?
they were shoveling stuff out of the garage, and I'm like, that's a boxed Mego Love Boat. What the hell? They've done that on that show where I've seen them throwing away things, and I'm like, no, you shouldn't throw that away. What the hell are you people doing?
Mm. Yeah, Joe Lanta leans very
Yeah.
heavy on G.I. Joe, a raw era, mainly G.I. Joe. I mean, other things show
Well,
up, but
I think the no, yeah, Joe Fest
hmm.
is going to be more a raw oriented,
Oh,
and Joe
okay.
Lanta is going to be more 60s and 70s oriented. But there will be a lot of a raw there as well,
Yeah.
and anything else because Brett, there will be some modern, but Brett prefers vintage toys. We're trying to theme it GI Joe, but as long as it's vintage, I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so and you if you've seen the tours, it's a huge show, and it is primarily vintage.
Yeah. Unless his house is like a mansion, he lives in a castle or something,
Yeah,
and he
maybe
can get it all up in there,
maybe he
but
does.
I don't know.
Munis talking about Star Wars
Oh,
figures 20%
20%
off.
off?
They
Yeah.
need to do better than that. They need Ollie's pricing. Even Ollie's can't get rid of.
No, I mean, because some things people just don't
Uh,
want, and it's like these toy makers and manufacturers are not realizing. Okay, people don't want that at
yeah,
all. Just because a movie or a TV show came out doesn't mean people want that toy.
no, maybe not.
So, and the things people do say they want, because I know they get like recommendations, they don't touch that. It's like, nah, we ain't making that. I know it's all about getting the license and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And
So,
if you're going to be niche about it, then you really do need to crowdfund it.
yeah,
And then you can make that determination. Yeah, we can sell enough or we can't. Um, like what Big Bad Toy Store is starting to do.
yeah,
Well, we talked about that yesterday on the roundup, where it's like, yeah, if you're going to be real niche, then why take the risk? Just crowdfund it, and people will either invest or not. You
yeah.
know, and it makes sense. Yeah, you know what? Saturday morning said Barker comic and
Comic.
cartoon music was a good one. Is a good one.
Mm. No, we have not seen Lanterns.
Not likely to.
Yeah, well, we don't have HBO anyway.
Nope.
We've seen reviews about it.
Hmm.
From the reviews, I'm not, you know, whatever. But I saw like before it came out, and they were saying that it was going to be like a true crime detective show,
Yeah.
but without the costume, and they were going to stick to the comics. But then when we saw the reviews, they didn't stick to the comics because the guy is in training, and it's like the ring chooses who it wants, but he's in training trying to get the ring, and I don't know.
There's a lot of things that are inconsistent with the comics, even though they said they would be true to it. Is the bottom line.
Yeah.
And
And I'm
yeah.
starting to realize from reading comics, if you read the comic and you know the history and the lore behind it, when you watch a show that's off, it irritates the heck out of you and you can't really watch it like all that.
Hmm.
But like before, and I've said this before, especially when I do my comic book shows or episodes, I saw this movie before reading the comic and I thought it was fine, and then I read the comics and then I realized how off it was. So, and I think I've said, I know I told David, and I think I said it here before. I think what a lot of these these TV shows are doing and movies are doing. They putting these movies and TV shows out hoping that the people that watch it never saw it or read it before.
Could
And
be.
because if you never heard of or read something before, if you see it for the first time, then it's fine. It's like, oh, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Like Morbius. I didn't see anything wrong with the Morbius
Till she
movie.
read Morbius.
Right. Because at that point, I had never heard of Morbius before, didn't know who he was. So when I saw the movie, I was cool with it. Then I read it and I'm like, whoa, they ain't got nothing to do with that movie. So it does mess you up. And the same thing about Swamp Thing. I still like the 2019 Swamp Thing, but that show didn't line up with that comic at all. So then, it's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think they can make a movie or a TV show and just call it something else. Don't stick it. But I know they do that for people to watch because nobody's going to watch it if they don't stick it with a label.
Yeah.
So, what do you do? I bought the HasLab Dragonfly and Rattler there, still mint in the box. Those two was,
But do you mean to
$1,100.
say 150-ish?
I think he meant because it said HasLab.
Well,
So, if it's a HasLab.
well, yeah, there you are. Oh, I wanted to show this because you remember when we went to the Gadsden CollectorCon,
Yes.
okay? I had gotten that Hulk Hogan LJN, the 16-inch one, and I've since cleaned him up. I've since cleaned him up, so he looks different now.
Yeah, it looked like a whole new. Let me move this out of the
Yeah.
way.
It
It
still
looked like
has
a whole
it
new
still
figure
has
now.
that split right there, unfortunately. But because before the cellophane was really dirty and dusty, and there was dirt and dust inside the package and on the figure, and there were actually even dead bugs inside this box. As a matter of fact, in his right hand
Hmm.
was a beetle, a dead beetle stuck between his fingers inside the package. And it's like, and this is what I'm talking about when I say, vendors out there, if you clean the stuff up, you could probably get a better price for it. But yeah, I slipped him out because it's not sealed. I cleaned out the inside. I cleaned him off. I wiped up the cellophane, and again, it still has that split on the top, but otherwise, this is a really nice example of the 16-inch LJN Hulk Hogan now. I There's only two in the set
Yeah, him
because
and who?
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper's the other one. So if I could find a reasonably priced
Oh,
Roddy Piper, then I can go ahead and just display them together. But for the time being, I've got Hulk Hogan. He looks a lot better now than when I first found him. If you remember how he looked when I showed the pickup video from this,
mm-hmm.
if you remember how he looked,
Yeah,
and it could be that maybe the vendor didn't have time. Maybe he just picked it up at that show and just put it out because they do that. Who knows? Who knows?
yeah,
But my bet is that this was sitting in an attic or a garage or something for years and years, and bugs got in it, and whatever. Not anything creepy, but like gnats and a beetle and whatever. Not It wasn't like it was infested with roaches.
roaches.
If it was, I wouldn't have taken it because
Oh, you can wipe that down.
no, they stain the hell out of everything, and you'll never clean that off.
Man, a
There'll be
wet
little
rag.
there'll be little brown spots all over it forever. It's awful, but they it's the truth. I've seen stuff like that, and the smell stays with it too. You can smell it. I pick up a box and I'm like, oh, this smells like it had roaches in it. Now I'm done. Uh, I'm serious. Some of you have seen that. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he cleaned up all really nice. I'm fine with the little split. What are you gonna do? Looks really good now.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
Yeah, and Johnny said something. I agree with that. Now, the thing that was different with that, the writing and the acting on Wizard of Oz
Mm-hmm.
39 movie was good. These modern shows, a lot of time what messes it up is the writing. You listen to it, you listen to the people talking, you're like, who the heck wrote that? Or the plot is awful, or there's no plot,
Mm-hmm.
or you sitting there like, how in the world could that happen? That can never happen. If the story is written well, there's a plot and it makes sense. I think people will look past that. Oh, that's not to canon. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's just my opinion. Yeah, yeah, that dirty Defiant from Toyland.
Oh yeah, or any of them, because I'll slip. I don't mean to be an ass, but sometimes because I'm live when I'm filming those shows, and I'll go by and people will have like a big collection of Star Wars loose pieces or a big collection of GI Joe loose pieces, and there's a quarter inch of dust caked on everything, and it's like, God, brush the thing off, will you?
Yeah.
But get an air duster, something. It unless you're just selling this super dirt cheap, which they are not. They want top freaking dollar, and it's like, yeah, but I don't know how bad it really is. I've got to take the responsibility of cleaning this thing up and hoping that it's intact. You give me a break, right? I mean, you some of these guys, I don't know. They
I,
just
s- I saw Return to Oz. Return to Oz was good. I didn't know Dorothy was too old. And I saw your thing about the 89 Swamp Thing. I saw that too. That
mm-hmm.
was weird. Return to Oz was definitely closer to the book.
Was it
And I was gonna say that. I'm glad I watched Forrest Gump before I read it. Probably wouldn't have
said doobie
liked it
doo
as
there?
much as I did.
Just certain nuances that change. Like I actually read the Rambo books, and they're different. They're very different. They're
Mm-hmm.
very different. A lot of stuff in the books they just did not do in the films.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, sometimes it makes sense. You've got to change certain things, or you've got to cut certain things to make it fit. But
You can still
sometimes,
write a good story
yeah,
though.
sometimes they take way too many liberties with it, or they have their own agenda.
Yeah, and
And
they shoehorn it in
yeah,
to take your phrase you like to use. Shoehorn it in.
Munin wants to know what's more irrelevant, Star Wars or wrestling figures at this point. I have no idea. I haven't gone. I mean, I we don't go in the toy aisles anymore when we go to stores. Like if we go to Walmart or something, we just don't bother.
No,
Because
we quit going to the toy
yeah,
aisle, period.
yeah,
I heard Shirley Temple was in line for that movie. I don't know why. I think because she was hard to work with or something.
they didn't like her. She
Yeah.
even as a child, she was a snooty little girl, as I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
She was hard to work with.
yeah, what are you gonna do? Johnny wants to know in First Blood, didn't he erase himself? That was the original ending of the first film.
Oh,
They
really?
and there is a deleted scene where he's asking Troutman to kill him at that end.
Oh,
There is a
really?
deleted scene,
Mm.
and they use that in the which one is it? Is it the fourth one
Mm-hmm.
where he's in Burma? I'm trying to remember, and he's having a nightmare where he imagines himself killing himself,
Oh
but it's
boy.
actually the footage
The original
from the
film.
original Rambo film that was cut.
Oh yeah, Gunpowder's talking about those classifieds, and he's saying now with the price you can buy an original
Mm-hmm.
for that price. So I have all the retro carded classifieds, and I buy clear cases. Whoa, yeah, that's expensive. Them cases.
Yeah,
Put them all to help keep the elements away, even if it's not a very desired figure. Keep the stuff looking good.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to. If you're gonna put any, if invest any amount of money, treat it like it's $300, $200, something like that.
yeah.
Treat it like it is, because you never know. You might have it in 30 years, and somebody wants to pay you $100 for it.
But time, effort, energy,
Mm-hmm.
money, and emotion goes into all of that.
Yeah.
goes into all of that.
Yeah.
So it is an investment in a variety of different ways,
Yeah.
and that's not to
Uh-oh.
be, yeah, watch out, and you're near
I
the off
know I'm
switch
there.
too.
Oh boy.
It's
You
right
don't
there.
want to hit that.
Yeah, the in a variety of different ways, it's an investment. When people, oh, I didn't buy it for an investment. Well, you spent your money on it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of is. It's Sylvan, and
In
they are in
Trinidad.
Trinidad. They
Yep.
are in Trinidad. Thanks for joining us. And I'll take a moment here to remind everybody,
Hey,
or those of
Pastor
you who
Rick.
are joining us just now, we ran into Brett today, who runs the Toy Lanta and Joe Lanta, and he's the one that gives us our press passes. And he gave us, as a thank you for helping to promote the shows when we go and film them, passes for the show. So if anybody would like for us to gift you a set of passes, hit us up on the Instagram or on the Facebook Open by Chance, and we'll be happy to send you some passes.
Yes.
So,
Hey, Migo Matt.
Migo Matt joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd be happy to share that. It was nice of him to do that for us.
Yeah.
And give us the opportunity to share that with some of the people that watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, if you're going, it'll take the sting out,
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Pastor
Rick.
Rick. Made a donation to the kiddie pool, to our shelter cats. Always, always appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And you had some pickups today.
Yeah, so I got this in the mail. Oh, wait.
Yeah, why don't you start with that?
Okay, so
That's
like he
pretty
said,
cool. Go ahead.
everybody's gonna laugh at me.
Oh,
They're gonna
no.
laugh at you.
This is
Do you know where that came from? They're gonna laugh at you.
Where'd it come from?
I'm gonna see who answers first, and maybe I'll have a giveaway.
This is history, though. It is.
So, like we said, we went to Martin's thing, and David pointed this out, and I actually picked it up.
But you can't touch it.
Wait, I'm always messing up. I'm always messing up with this camera.
Can't touch this. Mattel, 1991.
Oh, Frankenfrog got it.
Got it.
I'm gonna ask Frankenfrog if he won a gift.
Look at that. Can't touch this. Nah, 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 nah. Look at that painted on mustache.
Oh no, Johnny said it was Bobby Brown. Johnny, you're in timeout for the next 3 days.
That says MC Hammer. Can't touch this. With his balloon pants. Look how extremely baggy that is. His genie pants there. And
really?
The boombox.
Yes.
Makes real rap sounds.
Whatever that means.
Real rap sounds.
David says that he's been finding good bargains on Ninja Turtles figures lately, and also got some Remco McDonald's figures.
Yeah, those Remco McDonald figures are some of my favorites.
Adam Sandler skit. They're all gonna laugh at you. No, it was from Carrie. When she was going to not the prom, it was homecoming, and she was about to leave home, and the mama was like,
Mother.
Yeah, they're gonna laugh at you.
And look at the price tag, and that looks like a what's the name of that place?
Big Lots.
Big Lots. Yeah, it looks like a Big Lots clearance price. Compared to $24.99.
No, I will not get Whitney Houston.
Can't touch this.
Oh no, K Muni, you're so mean.
There was an Urkel, but it's a full string talker.
Too Legit to Quit is my favorite MC Hammer video. I think some of his best dancing was in that.
Not really. I don't think so, because they cut frame the hell out of that video, and you can't tell what he's doing.
That's you know, the only people that can say stuff like that is people that can't dance.
Oh yeah. You know who can say can I say I misspoke? You know who can say that? Powerful Democrats. And I'll just leave that right there. That sounds like something that Hillary Clinton would say.
Oh my God.
I misspoke.
Oh my God. I can't believe the things that are coming out of you. Johnny already in timeout for 3 days.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So now he about to get 3 more added.
Do we need to mail him a dunce cap?
Do you have Do you have one of the off issues of DC Comic Presents? I think so. Yes, I actually think I do. It's a great story by Alan Moore. I think so. Um, I got a bunch of DC Presents and DC Origins, Secret Origins, and I was watching something on YouTube. I don't know, and they were talking about the Phantom Stranger and his origin. And I looked it up like a year or two before, and he got a couple of different origins. Well, you know, the lore, there's a couple of different ones, and they're all interesting. But when I read his comics from the when, I think the 70s, oh, it was like a Scooby-Doo book.
I'm willing to bet, and Cam Union says real rap sounds. I'm willing to bet that it's just an electronic thing that goes or something like that. No, Blue
No, he
Slap
don't
David,
have
I
that.
do not have the Galoob Inspector gadget. I would love to have one in the box.
Oh yeah, I remember MC Hammer did the Addams Family for the movie.
Oh boy. Yeah.
He did a song for the Ninja.
No, that is
That
not MC
no,
Hammer.
that
That is
was
Vanilla
Vanilla
Ice.
Ice did that.
Frankenfrog Vanilla Ice
Yeah.
did the music.
Yes. Never heard of. Oh no. Oh, community. You about to get blocked. Oh
The
y'all.
song from Transformers the movie was Weird Al Yankovic. Did that song.
And Too Legit was not in the Addams Family movie. Y'all just being mean now. That's all that is. I'm not talking to any of y'all.
With Raul Julia? I don't even remember.
I never saw it, so it could have been in there. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Because I never even seen the movie. Yes.
There were two.
He had a cartoon. Hammerman.
There was a cartoon. There was a cartoon.
His shoes talked. I remember the pants turned in. No, that was the commercial where he jumped off the building and his parachute pants opened up and
you know what sucks though? He's gotten so big he can fit these pants now. If you've seen him in the recent commercials.
Give me my MC Hammer figure, please. I don't want your defiled hands touching my thing. Let me go back to my daily pickups.
Oh, Blue Splash corrects and says that it was from the first Turtle movie. He had a song in there.
Oh, did he? I don't remember. We saw it. We saw the Turtle movie, but I don't remember.
The other thing first.
That's
cool.
This is an empty box.
It's not an empty box because the inner box and all the paperwork and everything are actually in here. So all she needs is the worm, and you can find these cheap.
I got the worm actually.
Oh, well, good for you. But no, I was just saying, if you got the worm and the little harness, the little basket, because Kitty and Strawberry are not included.
No, but I have both of them.
Yeah, then you can just go ahead and put the worm in the box, and then you get a boxed worm because the inner box is there.
Yep,
and the
sure is. And the paper and the card.
Everything is there. Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I thought this was cool.
Yeah, you're right, Frankenfrog. Vanilla Ice did on Turtles 2, where they was on the stage singing and dancing.
Go Ninja, go.
Oh my God, that's so lame.
Well, MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice are almost the same person.
MC Hammer, I don't remember him doing the song. I'm not even.
Hammer is doing commercials now.
He got big.
That's what I mean, saying.
Heavy.
He fits the pants now. He did. He gained a lot of weight, and he's trying. And he does a.
Oh, he did the song. Okay.
Of his dance, he does dance moves, but you wouldn't know it was him anymore.
Okay, so Hammer did a song for the Addams.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think I remember that one
from the 90s. Raul Julia.
Okay, I do.
As Gomez.
Oh, Johnny just being so mean. Bobby Brown saying that.
See, people corrected him in the comment section saying, "Hey,
this is what we do." Okay, that's the name of the song. Do you expect me to know DC Slim?
DC Scammer. DC Scammer. That would be Hillary Clinton.
David. Oh my God, that worm
I
guy
couldn't resist.
doesn't. He don't want her on
He
her on
doesn't.
his back. Look at his face. He look mean. He look mad.
She's like, take me to the airport and make it snappy. It's like, bitch, this is as fast as it goes.
MC Hammer, I think, is like 60 years old.
I don't know how old MC Hammer is now.
I know you messing with me, Johnny. I'm not.
But,
I'm just messing with you. I hope you realize that. I'm serious. I am.
With that, yeah.
We have fun here now, so
He's
we're gonna
a-
tease each other.
He's a tragic case though, because this is a guy who, one of those people that you hear about that was on top of the world
Yeah,
and blew it because he could not control his spending.
yeah.
And this
And
is
it was
where
sad.
the argument comes in, because people will say, "Oh, it's the record company's fault." Well, the record company's not responsible for what he does with his check.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
if they tried to be responsible for it, hey, we're going to assign an accountant. Hey, we're going to put certain amount away for you. And no, you won't hear the end of it. That's my money, damn it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can't do it because no one will cooperate with that.
Because the same thing happens with athletes.
Athletes, actors,
yeah,
they all
you got
do
a person that never had anything.
it.
They came from nothing, they had nothing, and then all of a sudden, overnight, they're a millionaire.
Yeah.
And they go out of their minds. They buy everything for their family and their friends, and of course, you're going to get family members that you never had before.
Yeah.
That's really close to you, that loves you and would babysit you when you was a kid. And then you got all of these friends that you never had before, but y'all were best friends in first grade, and they saved your life on the playground. And now they come in with their hand out.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's
then
what
when the
happened
money
with lottery players.
And when the money runs out, so do they. It's the truth.
Kim Union, I'm not talking to you no
Oh,
more tonight.
No. Yes, they do. Blue Splash wants to know, do they do lobby
Yes,
swap at Jolanta?
they do.
Yes, I think it's on Fridays though.
Last year,
Did they split it up?
yes. I think it was either Joe Lanta or Toy Fest. They had
that's one of Brent's things.
They had it twice.
You're
Okay,
right.
they had one on Friday and one on Saturday. And the one on Friday was like, it's these ladies that come out and they have all these dolls, like Barbie dolls and Brat
Yeah, I think
dolls
one
and
is
stuff like that.
girls' toys,
Yeah,
and
girl
then one
toys.
is like vintage toy night, and Brett broke it up, so yeah, it's not just on Fridays anymore.
Yeah,
You're
but
right.
now the one thing I do wish they would do, what they did at Joe Fest, they had the lobby swap at the location instead of you picking up and going to the hotel.
Down the street somewhere.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out which hotel it is.
Yeah, and where in the hotel it is. Now at Joe Fest, you went upstairs and they had a
In
hallway,
the hallway.
and everybody set up in the hallway.
Yeah.
And that was just easier because you didn't have to leave the building. You know, everything was right there. You just gave them a few minutes and they put their stuff up in the hallway.
Okay.
MC Hammer was a real gangster. His dad was a rough guy too. They said Hammer threatened if you rap. I heard that. I didn't know how true that was. Yeah, lottery winners.
Lottery winners. That's why I wouldn't want anybody to know.
Oh,
Snotlip says that he bought Beanie Babies.
Really?
Did he?
He got an IT company now.
Yeah.
They did I've seen the documentary and they did a movie.
But you hear about stuff like that, and it's like we just were watching a thing on Junkyard Dog not too long ago, and he went through the same thing. This is a guy who, during the golden age of the WWF era, was a
Bobcat
was a top 5 babyface, and he was making good money there. He was one of the people that was actually getting paid because he was in the top 5 of babyfaces, and was overspending so badly that when he fell out with WWF, he was homeless. They said that he was homeless for about 18 months and was living out of his car or something. And it's like, God, it's amazing. Some people they just can't handle it. But like I said, you can't rely on the company that's paying you to handle your finances because
No.
nobody's going to go for that. That's my money. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah,
See what I'm
because
saying?
the first thing you say, I'm grown, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and you
But
can't
then
tell me what to do.
after the fact, it was like, there's no one to tell you how to manage your money. And no,
Mm-hmm.
because you won't listen anyway.
Obi
Oh,
do said
he liked
JYD. Well,
JYD.
yeah,
He was
he
popular.
was
He was
very
real popular with
popular.
people.
Yeah.
And there was a great story about him when he was still, was it NWA?
I don't
And
know.
he was having the feud with the Fabulous Freebirds.
Oh yeah.
And they, the kayfabe, the story was they blinded him and they did it in the ring. They blinded him and he's rolling around and holding his face and screaming and whatever. And that the ring was rushed by fans
hmm
and that were enraged because they, of course, they really believed it. And it got so heated that one of the fans actually was armed and tried to shoot the Freebirds.
Yeah.
It just went nuts. And then for weeks afterwards, they were getting tons of fan mail for JYD, thousands of letters with money in it for an eye specialist. And
Well,
I'm like, my God.
well, at the same time that was going on, of course they had to carry it on. He really did have a baby. His wife really did have a baby.
Yeah.
So he's still trying to wrestle and with his eyes bandaged and he's
Yeah, they're
like,
bringing him
I
out
got
like,
to wrestle because I got my new
I gotta feed my
baby
baby.
and I got to feel my way around and all of this. So that really, but that kind of stuff is what made
And anywhere you saw him, his eyes were wrapped up.
wrapped up.
Yeah.
But that's what made wrestling
Fun.
fun.
Yeah.
And even going back now watching it, you still in it like, oh man, he's
Well,
out
we watched the old matches from the 70s and 80s.
Since Ladies Week was the anniversary of Elvis dying, have you ever seen the two shows Bill Bixby hosted called the Elvis Five?
Watch
Somebody
that
told
once,
me
but no.
about that, and I actually got it saved on YouTube
Okay.
to watch and never watched it. But
Oh
it's still
boy.
saved in my watch later because somebody told me that a few months ago, and I did find it, and I just need to watch it.
No,
Are you?
it was JYD. Tony Atlas also, but
Oh yeah.
JYD ended up homeless for about 18 months.
Yeah, and he died badly. He went to his daughter's
He
graduation
fell
and left
asleep.
and fell
It
asleep
wasn't
behind the
drugs
wheel.
or
Yeah.
anything.
They
He just,
tested him,
yeah,
no drugs in his body,
he
no
just
drugs or alcohol.
nodded off on the freeway and, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a bad
They
thing.
didn't even have skid marks. So
Yeah,
they knew he was out.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Nostalgic
In
says,
the
David
mid
says,
90s, that's when I quit watching it.
yeah,
In the mid 90s, they just dropped off. But let me show you what else I got.
yeah, please.
Now, this came in the mail, and if you've been watching my channel, you know I have the series of comics that I
What am I
pick.
reading now?
Yeah, what am I reading? And my comic pickups, the
Yes.
things that I've picked up. So today in the mail, because I'm trying to complete a couple of runs, because I'm really excited about reading this first book I'm about to show you, this run, because I had it and then I saw somebody's YouTube video where they did a review and it just was like, oh my God, I got to
Oh
get
yeah.
all of it so I can read it because they told the story and it just made me want to read it right that second. So it's Tales of the Zombie. So it's a 10-book series
Yeah.
and right now I have 8. I need 2
Oh
more.
boy.
I know. I need 2 more and then I can read it.
Yeah.
So this is Tales of the Zombie, and the main character is Simon Garth, and he becomes a zombie, and he's doing all kinds of stuff. Brother Voodoo is
yeah.
in this book, and you see it right there. Dare any man battle Brother Voodoo. So I have almost every book with Brother Voodoo in it from Marvel. Because he was in a couple of things. I can't remember the title right now, but I have his books, and I had talked about that a couple years ago when I got it. So now I'm gonna put it all together. And then another run. I didn't know they had this, but this guy was selling the entire lot.
Yeah.
The Tomb of Dracula magazine So
Yeah.
you know it's the Tomb of Dracula, the regular comics. This is the Tomb of Dracula magazine, and it's 6 books in this run. So, you remember last week when we were on the live stream and I told y'all I was watching a auction, but then I had a phone call from work. I
It was
actually,
these.
yeah, well, it was actually the Tales of the Zombies. I missed it. But then I was able to get this one and the same guy had it. And he relisted it real quick. So I asked him, I was like, "Hey, that auction you had didn't go out and you got it back up. Why don't you just sell it to me?" And he did. So I got both of them.
Hmm.
And they were at a good price.
Where'd they get that photograph of me in my chair upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh
Happy 76th birthday
boy.
to Saturday morning cartoon. Wow, 76 years ago
Yeah.
they started
They
playing
don't really
Saturday
have
morning.
Saturday morning
They
cartoons
don't have it
anymore
at
though.
all.
Yeah. It's gone away.
Yeah, Lex Luthor broke his own neck.
Yeah. He did that to himself. He's
Yes.
starting to learn how to walk again. It's coming back. Bobcat wanted to know if we collect the trading cards. I used to collect a lot of it, not so much anymore. Um, I used to actually collect sealed boxes, and it was part of the collection that was stolen. I had tons of them. Space 1999, Kiss, all sorts of things. Seal, the wax packs boxes.
Yeah. The Tomb of Dracula came out 1979 and 1980.
Hmm.
And like I said, it's only 6 issues. So it's an easy run to finish. And if you go on eBay, they do have lots that are going out. And I need Tomb of Dracula #1. I'm
I
almost done with that line. I still have a few more.
I can
Hmm.
show you a really, really cool, very rare set of trading cards if you want to see them.
Okay.
Because I just pulled them out recently, and they're sitting right behind me if anybody wants to see it. It's not many. It's only like I think 16 cards
Okay.
in the set.
Well,
It's
go ahead
small.
and grab them.
It's a small set.
We watch Saturday morning cartoons on
Right.
YouTube because it's a couple of channels. They'll have like 5, 6, 9 hour blocks of Saturday morning cartoons that they're put up. And I like watching that because it's cartoons that some of them I never saw before, or you didn't see that episode or something like that. So we watch those on Saturdays.
But on Friday, I have a large collection of vintage cartoons Saturday morning and after
Hmm.
school, and we watch the disc because I would prefer to watch it on disc if I can, because then I don't have to see any ads.
Oh yeah, Kamala is a
Yeah,
tragic story.
he had diabetes and didn't know it. He
Oh
didn't know it until
jeez.
he was much older in life, and then he started having a lot of trouble with his feet. And he ended up getting his legs amputated.
You know who had diabetes bad? Virgil. He had diabetes bad and died like within a year. And
Yeah.
he died very badly. Japanese company did an anime called Dracula. And David is calmed down on buying comics. All focuses Playmates, Ninja
Ninja
Turtles
Turtles,
at the
nothing
moment.
wrong with that.
And I found a lot of Ninja Turtles, original Ninja Turtles at shows. And honestly, and I said it before, I never thought I would get the original Ninja Turtles because they're so expensive. But going to the shows, I've been able to find quite a bit for under $100, under $80, really. A guy on YouTube named Orbital Bacon compiles 3 hours of 80s and 90s cartoon with commercials and premieres them on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a handful of people that do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we watch a few of them. We'll turn it on and then watch it until it's done. And like I said, it's 5, 6, 8 hours long. So we'll just watch it, you know, until it's over. Then we'll go to the next one. But yeah, it's a few.
Abdullah the Butcher is another one too. He's just had
Thank
another.
you,
Oh, thank you, Nexus.
Nexus.
Nexus says we're a positive
And we
couple,
got
and
Ann. Hey, Ann.
Raccoon's
Mm-hmm.
joining us. Said that we're a positive couple, good energy, keep up the good work. We appreciate that.
Yes.
But yeah, Abdullah the Butcher, he had another stroke. He's been in the hospital for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, you
again.
said he here at Grady, right?
He might be at Grady because I know he's in the Atlanta area.
No.
He might be at that's bad enough.
Nah,
Grady
that's
Hospital.
public hospital right
Yeah,
there, public
it's
medicine.
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, those
Eric Reese,
zombies.
the zombie covers are very well painted. They're very
Yeah.
nice covers.
But I didn't realize Marvel did those magazines, and I've been finding quite a bit of them, and I'm really liking them, and I'm excited
Yeah.
to read it.
And they could
Um,
do writing in there they couldn't do in the regular comics because of the comics code at the time.
yeah, because those are considered magazines. You can, bitch, I'm finding out you give offers to the vendors. They'll buy. Yeah, they
Some
do.
will, some
I
will.
do. I throw it out
Yeah.
there. And what I do is I try to go to the same vendor. And then they remember, oh yeah, you bought this from me the last time. Or they'll see and say, hey, you remember you bought some this? I got some more. You're interested? And you show them, you work out a little deal.
Yeah,
You got to build relationship.
Joseph Grundy joining us.
Yes.
And I'll throw it out there again for some of you who are coming in new. We met with Brett today, who is the guy who runs the Joe Lanta and the Toy Lanta, and he's the one that provides us with our press passes. And as a thank you for helping to promote the show, gave us a block of free passes. So if you might be able to make it, and there's the dates right there, the dates and the address. If you think you might make it to Joe Lanta, if you've never been there or if you would like to go, whatever, hit us up on our Facebook or the Instagram, and we will send you some passes.
Yes. We actually saw Kamala. Didn't no, that was Abdullah. Never mind.
Abdullah the Butcher, yeah,
We
he was at
saw
the
Abdullah the Butcher at the flea market. Oh, that was so heartbreaking. Because
yeah.
he was sitting on the outside portion and he had up a little tent and he was sitting there. He had his name. I didn't recognize him. I mean, he looked bad.
Yeah.
And he had his handler and David was like, oh man, that's Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah.
And he was out there doing autographs.
Yeah.
At the flea market. And that flea market is not, you don't see that at that flea market. It might be some flea markets where people do that, but at the
Not
one, it's not like that at all. So, and we only saw him that one time. We never saw him again. But it just, it's like, man, dude, you're wrestling and you out at the flea market giving out autographs, and it's not that type of place. I can see if you were at a show or something like that, but at the flea market?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was sad.
Was weird. That was really weird.
Yeah, because he was just sitting there underneath a little tent, and his handler was standing like in the front
with a bullhorn yelling out, "Meet Abdullah the Butcher."
Yeah.
Yeah, famous from
Japan
wrestling and the Puerto Rican. Not only Japan and Puerto Rico, he was active a lot. He was active a lot in those, but yeah, that's a shame to see again how the mighty have fallen. That lawsuit didn't help him either, but and that Canadian lawsuit. Yes, Not Lip said that was cool of him. Yeah, Brett, that was very nice of Brett to do that for us. And Munin reminding us that he has been nominated for a CBC award.
Yes, we brought that up later. Make sure y'all go on the CBC website and vote for K Munin as being the biggest YouTube supporter on YouTube. K Munin supports everybody's YouTube channel.
Well, the ones he's engaged with.
Yes, but he engages. I mean, he gets on there. He gets on, on the panels and talk. He comments, engages with the audience, and talks back and forth. So he's a great guy to have on your side there. Get you some views.
But yeah, the card set.
Oh yeah. You talk about some cards.
This is the card set, and they are lenticular. They are lenticular, and there's 16 cards, and it's a very, very tough set. 1976. See, I don't know how well you can.
Oh, that's Dark Side of the Moon.
No, it's just a prism. They're
Mm.
science cards,
Mhm.
okay? And there is these are actually Hendry's popsicles. See, like if you turn it like this, the skin disappears off the dinosaur, or the butterfly turns into
Oh
a
yeah, little
caterpillar.
caterpillar.
They you got one in a box of Hendry's popsicles. See the hand, the skeleton comes out of it, or you can see where the beavers go.
Mm-hmm.
And the cards were made by the Boston Museum of Science for Hendry's.
Okay.
See that the chick turns into an owl. And like I said, they were done and distributed in 1976. And you got just one per, is this upside down? Yeah, it's
Mm.
upside down. You got one per box, or you could mail away box tops to the Museum of Science and they would send you a set. And I had the that's a neat one, the volcano, showing
Mm-hmm.
you how that looks underneath. And I had the prism. I got the prism in my box. Was it the prism of the Aurora Borealis? I think it
Mm.
might have been the Aurora Borealis. I'm trying to remember because man, I was really young. It might have been this card, the Aurora Borealis. And then there's a laser. And then on the back, it explains what you're looking at on the front of the card.
Mm-hmm.
See, pond life, uh, protective coloration, that's the tiger, volcano, and so on. And I was actually able to send box tops in, and get the whole set when I was a kid.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna look for that.
I don't know if this is extremely rare. I mean, I don't know if it's extremely valuable, but they are very, very rare.
Mm.
It's a very, very rare set of cards.
Our neighbor Ric Flair was at their wedding, and I went over to the house and I was just sitting there, and I happened to look on the shelf.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh man, that's Ric Flair. I about freaked out because Ric Flair's standing next to her husband, hugging on him,
yeah.
and she was like, oh yeah, Ric Flair was at our wedding. About passed
A
out.
lot of wrestlers were. Our neighbor is actually
Accountant,
the former CFO
yeah,
of WCW and
and the Braves,
and the and the Atlanta Braves.
yeah,
He was handling he was the chief financial officer for both of those organizations under Turner.
yeah.
And so he there was a ton of wrestlers at his wedding and other people, and they know him. And it's like, oh, I would love to talk to him. He's not well,
He
but
swear he don't know nothing about wrestling. But I was over at the house because me and her was doing some canning,
yeah,
and
because they're good friends.
yeah, and we were in there canning, and he sits down. All he does is watch old wrestling, and something was on. I can't. I think it was, yeah, it was Dusty Rhodes, and oh, I went on and on and on about Dusty Rhodes, and he just had this look of shock and awe
It's like,
in his
you know
face.
something about this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's like, and then I was like, my favorite promo is
Working man. Yeah.
hard times
For all hard
and
times.
oh boy, I went on and he was just smiling from ear to ear. And then he gave me his book because he got a book and he got a whole chapter in the book. I got to take it back to him and have him sign it for me. But yeah, he's a nice guy. Well, my neighbor, she nice too.
Yes.
Yeah, sweet people. Diabetes along with high blood pressure. Yeah, both
Hmm.
treatable. I have
They are.
lost both family and
I mean, I
friends.
hate to be a jerk about it, but most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
because when I worked for JJA, when I used to work for the Juvenile Justice Authority, a lot of my clients were diabetic, and when you brought them into the and what's the name of that doctor? Yeah,
Endocrinologist.
the endocrinologist. When you brought them in, they wouldn't even see you until you sat with the nurse and did and went through the lesson plan. They had videos for you to watch and everything, and basically it was all about diet and exercise.
Mm.
What do you think the two things are that they won't do?
Diet and
Diet and
exercise.
exercise. It's like, yeah, you won't even need me if you do this, even if your diabetes is bad. You won't need the medication. You won't need this, in most cases. Some
Yeah.
people are really severe, but a lot of times it can be managed and people just won't do it.
Yeah.
They just won't do it. And it's like, oh, and I used to go through that all the time. And especially when you got somebody, and there's a few times I had a client fall out because of messing up with their insulin or because of they ate something they shouldn't have, and then I'm having to call an ambulance for them at the facility, and it's like, oh, give me a break. And they know they shouldn't do it, and they do, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
No, we don't frame our magazines. We
No.
don't frame magazines. We just put it in the magazine rack.
Hmm.
And yeah, Virgil was said, I've seen video and pictures of him, and he's at a booth, and nobody comes
They don't
to
like
his
Virgil.
booth.
And but
I don't know why.
DiBiase even said things about him because he was like, because Virgil a lot of times would just show up. He wasn't invited,
Mm-hmm.
and DiBiase, as a courtesy, let him stay, but he would just piggyback, and then some, and sometimes he would just turn up, like I said, and DiBiase, because I saw him in an interview, was like, dude, at least give me a call. Don't just turn up like that out of the clear blue sky. I'll try to help you out, but damn. Um, and then of course, who is it from New 80s Revolution has that story
Yeah.
where he was in line for someone else with a belt that he had bought to be signed. I forget who was supposed to do it. Virgil came up and signed his belt. And he's like, "What are you doing?" Because he wasn't there for Virgil's autograph.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh my God, Virgil signed my damn belt. A replica belt. And they're not cheap.
No.
They're not cheap. I'm like, oh my goodness. That's awful. Why would you do that to somebody?
My A1C was 11. Then my last A1C was 7.9. I was just taking supplements for glucose. Ric Flair is still
Yes,
alive.
he is, Came Unit. Ric Flair is still alive and
Yes.
kicking. He has a very active Facebook page,
Oh,
actually.
does he?
Yeah, he is. He puts photos up and stories up all the time,
Mm.
especially talking about other wrestlers,
Mm.
things that are happening, like if there's a tragedy, because
Yeah.
he knew all these people. He knew
Yeah.
all, and he got along with everybody except for Bret Hart, pretty much. But Bret Hart didn't get along with anyone. I mean,
Yeah.
his own sister badmouths him. It just that's what he said. It was like, did you hear that Bret Hart said such and such? And he was like, no, I did not hear that. That's unfortunate, but I mean, honestly, all that guy ever did was complain.
Mm.
All he ever did was complain, Bret Hart. That's a shame. But
He's got a new girlfriend now, Ric Flair.
oh no, say it isn't so.
Those replica belts usually start around 6 to 700. When we were at the that Gadsden, somebody had a
Seth,
Seth had a bunch of
yeah,
belts, and whoa, those things are heavy.
yeah, they are.
Oh,
They're
they
like
got
10
some
pounds.
weight on them.
Sasquatch
Yes.
toys and comics. He bought someone brought him a whole collection, like 20 or 25 of them. They had a ton of them and sold them to Seth. I guess
Mm-hmm.
he needed the money or gave up collecting them or whatever. But yeah, and he's been bringing them around to the shows.
A buddy once met Virgil, and Virgil offered to take a picture with him. Then, after the fact, asked.
Snotlip says, that sounds like
Oh
the kind of
no!
thing that street hustlers do. The old scams they do overseas where they want to give you a bracelet or something like that,
Yeah,
and then they expect to be compensated for it. But that's I wonder if that's true.
yeah. Then you
That's
just delete
that's
the picture out of
awful.
your phone, but you know it's saved in the cloud.
Yeah, it is. What are you gonna do? Delete it off your phone?
Mm-hmm.
I just, but people expect that too. They want you to pay for everything nowadays. Pay for selfies, stuff like that. I
David's
remember
been
Critters.
watching a lot of 80s horror lately. Started with Critters 1 through 4.
You remember
I
Critters?
didn't know they had that many.
I always remember the one. Is it the second one and the old woman because they carob makes them sick. They can't eat the carob. But if I remember this correctly, where Easter's coming up and she has chocolate bunnies for the
Mm-hmm.
kids or something like that. I'm trying to remember because I haven't seen this in like probably 30 years. But they're like, oh, chocolate bunnies. And she was like, no, it's better than chocolate. It's carob. And it's like, oh, nobody likes artificial chocolate. It does not taste good, lady. It's like eating wax,
Re-
powdered wax.
Remember the Phantasm figure showed who Phantasm was before the movie was even out. That was a good movie, Master of Phantasm, and that's up there on best movies, just like Batman the Animated Series is always on the top 100 of best TV shows. I think it's on the top 20 of best ever TV shows, Batman the Animated Series. But Master of the Phantasm was pretty good. I like that one. And now they got some new movies coming out. And then I saw today they have a new Batman comic. I can't remember the name of it, but Poison Ivy is the mayor. And she
This
and
keeps getting
I
worse.
know, and she's taking over the city, of course, make it into like flowers and trees and all of this stuff. And they showed some panels, and one of the creatures looked like Swamp Thing. And I'm like, where are they going with this? Why are they doing that? I don't know, because I haven't read a Batman comic, especially the newer stuff. So I don't know where they're going with that. Are you going to buy Jimmy Hart's? Oh, yeah, you were saying Jimmy
Johnny
Hart got
says
a
the
new
Gentrys.
record. You can order it and have him sign it. I never seen him at a show before. But when I see
Not out here.
when
Yeah.
wrestlers come to shows, I don't go see them because they always look bad.
Some of them are in rough shape and
Yeah.
it hurts her feelings
Hmm.
to see them suffering. So
We saw somebody a couple years ago, and they walked right past me. I didn't recognize who they were. They had a cane and everything.
that's Buff Bagwell.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, and he has since lost that leg.
oh,
It
jeez.
was torn to bits in an accident, and it's had several reconstructions,
Mm,
and it just continues to get worse, and he ended up losing it altogether. He's had it amputated all the way up to the hip, I think.
jeez.
Yeah, it's bad. But bad. Yeah, I don't know when next since the surgery we might see Bagwell at a show.
Oh, wow.
That's a
We
shame.
saw. Well, you talked to Rock and Roll
Yeah,
Express,
I did.
and Sergeant Slaughter looked good for their age. Actually, we see Sergeant Slaughter all the time.
Yeah, because he's more connected to GI Joe at this point than the wrestling. So he goes to especially Joe Lanta and Joe Fest and Toy
Yeah,
Lanta and stuff like that. He's probably going to be there.
right in front of the door.
Right.
First person you see.
Yeah, he right up front and with the GI Joe wrestling belt and everything. You know, he plays up to the whole gimmick.
Yeah,
But
and he'll put you in the Cobra Claw crutch or
clutch,
claw or something.
Cobra something or other. It's in there somewhere.
It's like when you see a band that was big when you were a teen or a singer, and you see them now, it's kind of ruins the memory. Yeah, you want to remember them as they were in their prime.
Yeah, and that some of them they don't know when to quit, and it's like
Hmm.
it's like what the hell happened to you, man? They David Lee Roth is like that now. Somebody was talking about that today because they saw him on stage and he looks really bad and intelligible. You can't even figure out what he's singing. You don't even know what he's saying.
Oh, you saw him? He put you in a Cobra
Oh,
clutch?
okay.
Yeah, he does that. And people take pictures with him all the time.
Yeah,
He's really nice. He'll
he's
stop
very
you and
friendly.
talk to you.
He's very friendly. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks imposing, but I mean that's part of the act for him to look and sound imposing. but he does actually like talking to the people.
Yeah, he
So
does.
yeah, he's approachable.
I think he does make more money from GI Joe.
I think more people remember him fondly for the GI Joe than for the wrestling.
Because when he
So
was on wrestling, well, at the beginning, he
he was
was
the
a
heel.
heel.
Yeah,
And he was he was just a heel, so he was mean and nasty and all of that. And then
had a
he had a
turn,
turn, and of course he was loved by all after that.
especially when he's butting heads with the Iron Sheik. But Iron Sheik
Yeah.
was a classic heel. He was a classic heel, so a lot of people, you know, you could really sell somebody by putting them against the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
They like Jim Duggan.
Oh God.
Yeah, Jim Duggan against the Iron Sheik. Oh, and more specifically Volkov though, because
Ooh.
because
Sing.
you're not gonna sing that Russian national anthem if I'm in the building. It's like, oh my goodness.
Jake the Snake has an oxygen tank
Oh
that he walks
gosh.
around with. That's awful.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh
But
no, I hope he doesn't do it, Rich.
but
Buff Bagwell has a fake prosthetic. He wants to go back into the ring one more
oh,
time.
come
I hope he doesn't
on.
do it. I hope he doesn't do it.
No.
Um, but it's like, yeah, because some of these guys, they go back in the ring and it just doesn't look right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Johnny, he was always a heel, Iron Sheik,
Mean bad guy in the incredible I mean
and the
incredible
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan
Hogan
cartoon,
cartoon.
not voiced by anyone from the WWF. No one in the WWF had anything to do with that show.
Really?
No, nobody did any of the voice work.
Oh.
They had all professional cartoon voices,
Oh.
but or whoever they could get, but no WWF person participated in that cartoon. But it did help to push the platform quite a bit. But yeah, yeah, he did. Johnny had Von Erich had a prosthetic foot. Almost nobody knew. He kept that well hidden. That whole family's entire story is tragic
Yeah,
from start to
everybody
finish.
died.
It's horrible. But yeah, poor Bagwell. I hope he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It's yeah, like please just stop. That's the one thing that I got out of the whole Undertaker match with God, what is that guy's name?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Yeah, thank you. Where because Roman Reigns said it, and I saw the interview with Calloway where he said he didn't know what Reigns was going to say when he came out and challenged him, but and it kind of hurt, but also it was very true because Reigns said, you know, when you had that last match and you came out and you left your coat and your hat in the ring and you walked away, that was poetic. It was beautiful. It was perfect. And you ruined it because you keep coming back and doing crappy matches. And it's the truth. It's absolutely the truth. Although that last filmed match with Roman's Reigns, I don't like it at all. I thought it was terrible. The one where they filmed it in the
Mm-hmm.
out, it's like in
It was
this
during COVID.
yeah,
They had
it's all
to.
outdoors and everything, and it looks like they did a week of shoots, and I'm like, ugh, that's not what you know, because I want the kayfabe, I want the illusion, and that just completely kills it. But a lot of these guys should have been retired a long time ago, and they keep coming back and screwing it up. Oh,
Same thing with these music stars. They keep on coming back for one last hurrah, and they need to go away.
oh, wraparound Saturday morning said that they were there for the wraparounds for the Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah, but they didn't do the voices for the cartoon, I don't think, right?
Oh, Critters had a script written before Gremlins. I never saw Gremlins.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm cool with what I've seen so far, and if I don't see nothing else, it's good. We were watching a movie today with Pierce Brosnan, Nomads,
You
and
still don't know what's going on in that film.
yeah, they kind of get the gist. I don't know where they're going with it though. Pierce Brosnan was a photographer, and I guess some way along the line he inherited this evil spirit, and then that evil spirit jumped into this doctor, and now she can see, like, his final days and all of this. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's like, I didn't know Pierce, because it's supposed to be a thriller. I know Pierce Brosnan did thrillers.
No, he wasn't a bad actor, Pierce Brosnan.
He did 007, didn't he?
Yeah, he was James Bond after Timothy Dalton,
Mm.
because Timothy Dalton did two, and then there was some issue with the studio. I forget what it was, but there was nothing was being produced. And by the time they got around to, okay, we're going to do these again, Pierce Brosnan had some of the contract and couldn't take it. So
Mm.
they switched it to, I mean, Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
And so Pierce Brosnan ended up with it.
Eric saw the Rolling Stones 5 years ago, and Mick Jagger was all over the stage. He's always all over the
That's
stage,
all
and
he's
he's
ever
like,
done, though.
I
He
hope he
needs to
doesn't
retire.
fall.
Yeah.
They just did another record.
They have a new
New
album coming
one.
out. That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah. They have a brand new album coming
Oh,
out.
they had 5 movies. Oh, boy. Critters had 5. Ghoulies had 4. I never saw. Munchies had 3. I never saw. And Gremlins had 2.
I
I
don't
never
remember
saw.
Munchies. I don't remember
Hell in a
Munchies.
Cell. Yep.
Hell in a
That's
Cell.
when the Undertaker threw Mick Foley down on the ground, and his tooth came out through his nose.
Mick Foley has issues. One of the big things, because I know one of the big things with the wrestlers is that they are really actually trying to watch out for each other. That's a sign of a good wrestler is when your opponent is watching out for you as much as for themselves and trying not to harm you. I mean, you're taking bumps already. They're trying not to hurt you. But Mick Foley wants to be hurt, and that was the difference. There was an issue with what's his name, Dwayne Johnson, when he was The Rock, and Foley is telling him to hit him for real, and Dwayne didn't want to do it. He was like, I don't want to hit you. I don't want to, I don't want to do that. And Foley's pushing him. And all that tells me is that Foley doesn't know how to take bumps, that he has to be hit in order to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Another tribute for Hobo. Poor Hobo.
When you mentioned Phantasm, I remember the movie with the flying silver
The
balls.
horror film, yeah.
And that, oh yeah, the Phantasm. It was 2 of those, I think.
I thought there was more than 2.
I know it was 2. Yeah.
I've only ever seen the first one.
I thought we
Phantasm.
saw the second one.
No, we saw the first one.
Yeah, I know we saw the first one. Yeah, that movie was kind of creepy.
It's a weird film.
It's That's when they were in that crypt.
Because I know
that mausoleum.
Yeah, the mausoleum. Shouldn't be hanging around there at night.
No. Angus Krim, the Tall Man. They're supposed to be making a TV show based on that movie. See, the Tall Man. That sounds familiar.
Scrim. And Angus Scrim. Well, the Tall Man is what they called the Undertaker from that movie.
Oh, from the movie Phantasm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he used to go to shows, to conventions, dressed like that. In character. Because he knew that the people at the sci-fi shows got a kick out of it. He used to do that for people at the sci-fi shows. He'd come in as the Tall Man. And it's like, yeah, which is actually, that's another one of those guys that just enjoyed interacting with fans,
I saw 2 wrestlers at SummerSlam 2026, Brock Lesnar and somebody else.
Femi.
And they did a Hell in a Cell match and never used the cell at all. I remember modern wrestling.
It's just awful, according to David. Yeah. It's just awful indeed. 5.
5?
I don't know, because I think I've only seen the first one. There are a couple of people are telling us there was 5. Wow. But
Reggie Bannister, who played Reggie
in the films, just passed away. All right. But
I
yeah.
would have to watch it again to even remember what happened. I do remember those little balls, and then they were in the mausoleum, and some stuff
Hmm.
was going on at the house,
Yeah.
and it was something going. But I don't really remember it all that well. I know I'm bad at
You're getting much better.
storytelling, and that's the part I
You're
hate
getting
about
much
the
better.
what am I reading. I'm trying to tell a story, and then I'm just all over the place, and I'm like, oh Lord, I hope people said enough to make people want to read this book,
Uh-huh.
or and not turn them away from reading comics at all, because
Oh
I'm
no.
awful at telling a story. I cannot tell a story at
You're
all.
getting better at it. You're getting
I need
better at
more practice.
remembering. Like, 'cause, I know I've rubbed off on her in that respect because I'll remember certain sharp details of a film, and instead of I don't want to just sit there and watch it. I want to pick it apart. And she's starting to do that too, where she's noticing things and saying, "Hey, that doesn't make any sense," and whatever. Oh, Munion's got to go.
Oh, see you, K Munin. Thanks.
Yeah.
I have to watch movies in layers, and I'm serious, like, cause I love period dramas. I do,
Hmm.
but I'll watch it literally about 5 times. The first time I watch it, then the second time I'm looking at each character and what each character is doing. Then the next time I'm looking at the background and what's going on in the background. And then I'll watch it again and I'm focusing on something else. And if it has a book, I watch the movie first to get the people's face in my mind. So when I read the book, I can picture them as they're talking, in the book. So that's how I watch movies. But I got to watch it literally about 4 or 5 times before I can really remember it to the point where I can say, okay, this is what's going on.
Hmm.
Comics are a little bit easier, but my problem with the comics, I don't look at the pictures. I don't. I can read the whole comic book and never look at the pictures. But if it's okay, like the modern comics, if it's no words and just pictures, then I'm mad because there's no words. But if it's a lot of words, I'll never look at the picture to see, oh, what does this character look like? Oh, we got a uniform, not a uniform, a outfit change and all of that. So, yeah,
But and you could just go back through after you've read it and just
look at the
look at the
pictures.
artwork. Yeah. And in the older books, at least the artwork will be halfway
Yeah,
decent.
the artwork will be good, but
Yeah.
I get so wrapped up in the picture. I mean, in the in the
In
in
the
the
story.
story,
Hmm.
and putting the people together, and that, and then making sure, okay, oh yeah, that happened in this book right here, and it's a little easier for me to keep it together because I'm reading it instead of watching it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Blue
I
Splash is
oh
noticing that Exo Squad. Yeah, Exo Squad has
really.
been going up.
Oh wow, I was looking into getting some of the
Exo's
figures, but now,
one of the best toy lines done by Playmates in the 90s is the Exo Squad, in my opinion.
yeah,
They're
and
great figures.
every now and then you'll see some loose ones. I don't know if you collect loose or box.
You'll see them more often loose than
Yeah,
box.
but everything
But
we talked about those 90s figures, and they're starting to go up. They're starting to go up. So if you want 90s figures,
now's the
you
time.
need to start jumping
Yeah.
on them because they are slowly creeping up on you.
Yeah, I've been noticing the Ronin Warriors is starting to move.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Earthworm Jim is starting to move.
Yeah.
There's a few of those lines they're just getting to creep up there. Yeah, Saturday morning said Robotech fans going
Yeah.
after Exo Squad too because
And
they're the later series,
hmm
not the first two series, but later they started crossing them over with Exo Squad.
yeah, you see Exo Squad, Robotech. I don't
Hmm.
have those. I
Yeah,
didn't get those.
she has
I
all
just
the original line.
Yeah, and the Jump Troopers. And the Jump Troopers are still fairly cheap.
Yeah.
You can get those for under
Yeah,
$30.
nobody cares about the Jump Troopers. It's crazy.
And they were in season 2 is when they
Quite a
showed
bit.
up. Yeah, they showed up quite a bit, but for some reason people don't want them, but later on, I'm sure they'll be in high demand.
And they got the one micro set, which is actually really cool, and she has it,
Hmm.
which is the carrier. It's the carrier. It's a big piece in a big box, and it has little mini exo ships that come with it,
Ooh.
which is pretty nice. But she has those.
Creepy crawlers are going up, says David, and Mighty Max sets and
Oh
food
God,
fighters are going
the
up, says Saturday
Mighty
morning.
Max sets are because I used to have the entire Mighty Max line. I had all of them, and I don't have any now. And it's like, oh, it'd be nice to get these again. Nope. It's just way too expensive.
And Johnny wants you to find more Nestle
Oh
Quick
boy. Yeah,
canisters.
that's going to be tough because especially those ones like the one I showed you with the claymation from like the late 60s or whatever,
Yeah.
it's the more obscure the flavor, the harder it's going to be because they just don't come up and people will pay insane amounts for some of them.
Yeah, and see, that's what I was talking about earlier. You have toy lines that they did it one time, like the Mighty Max, what Saturday morning is saying, but nobody's redoing that. Jason the Wheel Warriors would be a good one because they're
They never even
so expensive.
and they never even finished it.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
didn't even make the main characters. They only did the vehicles.
And the generic
Yeah,
soldiers because they were, just random
yeah.
people. Yeah.
So that'll be a good one to visit again. But no, we get the same stuff. He-Man, G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, stuff like
Transformers,
Transformers. And again, I know it's
Ghostbusters.
all
Yeah.
about IP and stuff like that. But do they even try? I don't know. They could. But it would be nice to see somebody tackle Jason the Wheel Warriors and then this time start with the main characters because in the original line they didn't make the main characters at all. They only made the vehicles and then those generic um the generic guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh
a good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It's
Trying to
missing and
find them
broken.
complete is tough.
Yeah.
Exo Squad, trying to
Yeah.
find because some of them came with a lot of parts.
Oh, you know who had some when we went to Chance, Second Chance? They had, I think they only had one though, but you got to piece it together, onesie twosies here and there. And then when we were at Joe Fest, they had like the whole set to include the Jump Troopers, but I only got the Jump Troopers because I had the set.
Was Food Fighters 80s or 90s? I thought it was 80s. Yeah, Ubi talking about the Food Fighters because I have some Food Fighters, but there's 10 figures, but three of the figures have, I think three have a color variant, so that makes 13. And then there's what, three vehicles? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, okay. Saturday morning said the cast were going to be in wave two. They showed them off at the toy show, but never got released.
Yeah,
Probably because the show got canceled. So
yeah.
they were like, well, show got canceled. We don't
And
need
it
to put
wasn't a
this
bad
out.
show
It was
either.
actually a good show. And that's one of the shows, and it's a couple out there where dad is just screws the son over. I mean, Jace is running all over the universe looking for
Looking
his
for this
dad,
guy.
and he barely misses, just missed him. He
Yeah,
just missed him. He just left. And then finally catches up with him and oh yeah, gotta go. Same thing with King Randor's dad.
yeah, he did that.
Did the same thing. He's locked up. They go save him. Oh man, it's so good to be free. Well, see ya. Gotta go. It's like, you've been locked up for the last 30 years or however long. So there's a couple of dads out there that's
Yeah, I
just
thought it
like,
was 80s because I thought somebody implied it was 90s property there just then, and I was like, "Are you
mm-hmm.
sure about that?" But whatever. Yeah, for the variants from Food Fighters are stupid expensive.
Oh yeah.
But I'd like to complete the set someday. I've only got 5 carded figures, and the cards aren't even that fantastic, but they're very difficult to find now.
Oh, he showed up in the
Did he?
She-Ra cartoon. He must have left from Eternia and went to go see She-Ra.
I guess, but
He
he
sure
just
didn't
said
want
he
to be
wanted to
by
go wander
Randall.
around. But it's like
Mm-hmm.
you've been missing for 20 years and got rescued. It's like, well, gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta ramble.
Yeah, I
And
gotta
he's
ramble
like, but
on.
wait, the kingdom, yeah, you keep running it.
Yeah, you're doing good.
I'll see you around, kid. And you never saw him again on Masters of the Universe.
Mm-mm.
But it's like,
I wonder if he went by to
hell,
see Skeletor.
maybe. Oh boy.
Oh
If he
boy.
did, they didn't show it.
No. That would be a good one to I still would love to see them tackle that though. The whole Randor Keldor dynamic and what
Yeah.
happened there. He goes with He-Man to Etheria in the episode. Oh, okay. Okay. One toy line I think is awesome, but it breaks easy is Bone Age. My goodness, they are cool. You don't see much of Bone Age in people's collection. I don't
No,
think I ever heard of
Bone
that.
Age and Dino Riders because they go together. Was it Tycho?
Mm.
And I have like Tycho or Tomy. I have one Dino Riders figure, just one that I found actually really cheap at an antique mall.
Mm.
And but I don't have any of the rest of the Wave or the Dino or the Bone Age stuff. The Bone Age or Dino Riders. I just have the one, and I'd love to be able to do the line, but man, they're so freaking expensive. And God forbid, you get into the dinosaur sets, they're even loose. They're so fragile.
What movies you never seen before are you planning to watch for the Halloween season? I don't think it's a Halloween movie out there that I haven't seen that I want to see. If it's one out there that I haven't seen, I don't know about it to know to see.
Green, uh, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
But we've seen that before. He
Yeah, but
said never seen.
I want to see it again though.
He don't listen. The She-Ra episode is King Miro's journey. But no, I don't think it's a Halloween movie out there that I've never seen that I want to see. And then if it is one, it needs to be a vintage one because I can't take watching a modern
The
horror
modern ones,
film.
they're loud and they're messy and
Yeah, they
whatever.
just kill for no
Oh, you know
reason.
what would be might be one?
What?
Back rooms.
Oh, that new movie that just now came out?
Yeah, that might qualify.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'll take it out of the case because otherwise the glare will be a bit much. But yeah,
How many of those you got?
this is the only one.
Oh,
That's what I
there's
was
a
saying.
lot on the back.
Yeah, this is the Dino Riders
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is Tycho. Dino Riders, and it's a big wave. There's the collect all 16 figures,
Golly, that's a lot.
and then there's all the Dino vehicle sets, and then Bone Age is the spin-off from this. So the Bone Age set goes with these as well. But I mean, these they're so hard to find, and they're very expensive because they were cheap. Look at that, 89 cents at Save a Buck.
So those are 2 pack?
Yeah, they're 2 packs. So there's 8 two figure packs, and I
So I
found
ain't
this.
collecting all 16. You need to collect 8 figures.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I had found this at an antique mall for like $20 or something, and
Oh, I remember when you got
yeah,
that from
and
Braxton.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I saw the price. I was like, no, I'm grabbing this, but God forbid, if I could ever find any of the rest of it, there's just no way. I couldn't afford to jump into Dino Riders and Bone Age.
You want me to cut those points out?
No, we're not cutting anything off the back of any cards.
We were watching the Cadillacs and Dinosaur cartoon, and then I don't know, we just kind of stopped.
I've got the lunchbox and thermos from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty rare set, actually. It's right there.
I just purchased the 1932 silent film Vampire. I just bought a couple of silent films. I bought the most complete version of Metropolis.
Yeah, some recent footage of it was
Yeah, was found.
just
So
found.
they put it all together. I got that, and I got The Man Who Laughs. I did not get Nosferatu
I
because
have that.
okay, then David got that. I never heard of Vampire, but I'll look at that. I'll see if I can find it first. But I do want to collect like some old vintage movies that are good so I can have it in my collection. I don't have a big DVD collection, but I would like to get a few that, if the grid go down or there's no more internet, I can put it in a DVD player and watch it. They used to have Dino in the museum line minus the cool weapons. Okay. Kenner mask could fit in with Bone Age and Dino Riders for scaling. Oh yeah, you got. Oh, look at that.
There's a handful of different companies that did Cadillacs and dinosaurs, but Topps was one of them. Topps took their hand at comics
Mm-hmm.
for a heartbeat in the 90s and mid 90s, and then just kind of dropped it. They didn't go anywhere with it.
Well, because people probably knew them for for cards.
Yeah, for trading cards. So that didn't last long.
Yeah. So they needed to stick with what they know best.
Stick with what you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy for a lot of companies to do because they want to branch out. And the only way you can branch out is by starting a whole new business.
Yeah, and I get that. I
Yeah.
understand that, especially if things are starting to slow down. You want to start something up new to pique interest again and to get the ball rolling and stir up that pot.
It doesn't
But
always
then,
work out.
no, because people were like, no, you need to do what you do best.
Yeah.
It's like KFC selling shrimp bites. It's like you stick with chicken. David, is that the 2010 release of Metropolis?
No, there's a recent one.
Yeah, it's a more recent one.
There's
They found
like
some
a year
footage.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they found like some
in Brazil or
27 or 37 additional minutes in a warehouse somewhere and made a
Oh yeah, I'll go get it because it's actually mine, and David don't know it's that.
but yeah, the and I have Nosferatu and I have Foolish Wives, which is actually a really good silent film about about a guy who takes advantage of and rips off rich women. That is pretty well done story. And I had Metropolis, but now there's the newer version of Metropolis, which is the one that she's going to get right now. Blue Splash wants to know if I picked up anything from Martin's house. No, I did not pick up anything from Martin's house. The 70s version of Nosferatu, the German film, is also very good. It's also very well done. The modern one, I don't know. I did not see the modern Nosferatu. I heard it was very hypersexual, and I'm not interested in seeing that. Not interested in seeing that. Uh, not interested. Or what is that? It says silent film version of The Bat, according to Rich. But yeah, this is the newest Metropolis, and of course we have seen Metropolis, and so she was curious. But yeah, we went to reiterating that. Went to Martin's house today, housewarming, showing his new collection area because they just moved there, him and his wife, and he set up his new collection. It's a bigger space. It's a bigger space, and I did film it, and I'm going to put that tour up in a few days so you guys can see Martin's collection, and that is Martin from Retroville, who is the person who hosts the Retro Toy Swaps in Powder Springs. Former editor of Cracked Magazine, actually, Martin. And again, reminding you guys, or anyone who's coming in fresh here that Brett was also there today. Brett is the guy who runs Toylanta and Joelanta and gives us our press passes so that we can film it. And as a thank you for that, gave me passes for Joelanta coming up in September. So if anybody would like to hit me up for passes to the show, you can do so by sending a message to our Facebook or our Instagram, and I'll get an address from you and I can send you some passes in the mail. And then maybe you can join us there.
Okay, so this is it right
Over there.
here.
The complete.
Yeah, and it says with 25 minutes of restored footage. So somewhere, I think it was Brazil or somewhere, they found more footage.
Yeah.
Oh, it does say 2010 re-release trailer. Oh, but that's 2020 re-release trailer. This one came out, I don't know.
It has also the 2010 trailer.
Trailer. Okay. Yeah, but that's it right there. So that's the most complete.
Mm-hmm.
How much is Joelanta normally? I'm not sure.
The price, I'm not sure. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you.
They did a really an anime Metropolis also.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one with the guy? He looks like a Nazi, and they were in Japan, and come to find out the brother was messing around with the sister and she had a baby.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I think that one name was Metropolis. But this is it right here, Johnny. Yeah. Is that the one you're talking about, Saturday morning? We saw that. It was actually pretty good. It was a TV series because it was pretty long and it had episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy, he wasn't a Nazi, but that's what he was dressed like.
That's how he looked. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was doing something, and it was a earthquake, and that sister was crazy, and you didn't know what was going on with her, but come to find out at the end, the brother had raped her and she had a baby. Yeah, I mean,
It's some weird stuff.
Yeah, it was some weird stuff going on. It was all over the place, but as it kept going, it started coming together, and you started putting things together because the brother was like a high official or some kind of government somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So you started seeing how, yeah, he ain't who he's supposed, saying he is.
Well,
he got issues. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
Rich
we
says the
heard about that new
Nosferatu was just okay.
Yeah, we heard about that.
Yeah, I don't want to see any more just okay movies.
We are watching Reacher.
Yes.
And this season is not bad. This season of Reacher is not bad. We're only on episode 3 right now. We just finished watching episode 3, so it's pretty good. I like that Visionaries collection since had it in his basement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chance. Yeah, I think that's a complete line that he had for Visionaries.
Oh, theater-based movie. Oh, okay. Oh, Johnny ran out and ordered it.
He ran out and ordered
it. I got this from Amazon, and it's 2 discs. And like I said, it's a couple of silent films, but I gotta watch it first before I just run out and buy it.
And this is your original cinematic warning about artificial intelligence right there.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, it's already 3 hours long, and I think they said it was 6, and it told a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what got missed.
What got lost?
Yeah. I mean, what could they have possibly done? Because this feel like it covered everything. Reacher not fighting anyone worthy. What do you mean? He got some good opponents this season.
Yeah.
Everybody he's fought so far
has given him a real hard time.
Yeah.
They're all operators. They're all professional. Like all the people that he's gotten to the point of killing have been like mercenaries.
Yeah. So it's not like these punks he had before that couldn't fight at all. Everybody that he's, oh yeah, no, he ain't no Paulie. He's not gonna fight him for 30 minutes straight, like the whole episode. It's them fighting. No, when he fought Paulie, yeah, that was on a whole nother level. And I think everybody, because I talked to some people at work, we sit down and talk about TV shows that we watch, and they watched Reacher before me, and they were saying that it wasn't as good. And I know now, after watching it, they say that because of the dynamic between Reacher and Paulie, and that's not there, so they're comparing it to that. But the
Uh-huh.
story is good. It's not like season two. Season two is just, I don't know. But yeah, that
Season
fight with
two,
Paulie was on
season
it.
two was not good. The first season was well done.
Mm-hmm.
The second season, I don't care if I never see it again. And then the third one was okay, and this one is looking better. It's looking like it might be on par with the first season. It's kind of like the Reacher films with Tom Cruise because there was
Yeah.
two of them. The first one, that's a good film,
Yeah, it
and the
was.
second
They
one, it's like
brought that woman in
the
there.
second one, it's like what the hell happened?
That woman.
Yeah, that
You
that
know
one.
what happened.
Oh no,
David's
David said a lot of crazy stuff.
no, he was talking about that, and I can believe that. I mean, but TV was doing that from the beginning. They wanted you to accept interracial marriage, so they put it in soap operas, they put it in
Mm,
commercials, they put it in TV shows. They wanted you to accept same love, so they put it in soap operas, they put it in commercials, they put it in TV shows. When they want you to accept something, they put it on TV, in your movies, in your commercials to get you used to it. Then when it's on you, then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, well, that's been around for years. Lioness was a good show, but I don't have Paramount anymore, so I
mm.
can't watch it. Pop quiz. How many Smokey and the David watched Smokey and the Bandit?
Yeah, wasn't there four?
I don't know. No, Polly was in the third season, Robert.
And Burt Reynolds was only in the first two.
Mm.
And the second one, each one got progressively worse. Honestly, Smokey and the Bandit. The first one was pretty fun, but it kept getting less interesting or
Mm-hmm.
more silly, and to the point where Burt Reynolds wouldn't even be in the third one.
Mm. That's
And
what happened with Michael Keaton, right?
the only saving grace was that, oh God, what is his name? The guy from the Honeymooners
Mm-hmm.
is in it as the sheriff, and him and his son, the deputy, their interactions are hilarious throughout.
Oh, okay.
But because they're in every one of them, Jackie Gleason,
Okay.
Jackie Gleason. But the first one is the best one.
Truth is stranger than fiction. I believe that the majority of our fiction came from the truth. And David
Yeah.
said, yep, that's what they do. Because it is. And I've noticed that because growing up, we watched soap operas.
Hmm.
That's all my grandmama watched, the daytime and nighttime soap
Yeah.
opera. And when they wanted you to get used to something, they first put it in the soap opera because they got to get that housewife to be like, oh, okay, that's not bad. Oh, okay, you
Or
look at it.
desensitize you to
Yeah.
it, even if you don't
Like
agree.
like Johnny said,
Yeah.
they normalize it. You
Yeah.
don't agree, but you see it. So you're like, oh, okay. And you don't realize it, but your mind is saying, okay, this is something to come. And then they put it in the commercial, they put it in the TV show, and now you're like, oh yeah, that's been around.
Hmm.
And it's okay because it's been around.
ABC television started it
Yeah, with Dynasty.
with soap
Oh yeah, with soap. You said
with
that.
Billy Crystal. Yeah. And then that led to Dynasty. Uh, which that was the entire function of it. You can actually look it up. It's documented now that that was the entire function of Dynasty,
Yeah.
was to force acceptance of certain cultures. And then
Yeah.
that actually leaked into uh, what's the name of it? Not Three's Company. I'm trying to remember the show. It was a comedy show Ted Knight was on, where
Mm-hmm.
he was a cartoonist, and he had his two daughters that were living next door. I can't remember the name of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then that jumped to, it was Night Court.
Oh yeah.
Night Court is clandestinely following that same line.
Mm-hmm.
There's I saw a documentary on it. The shows were all really kind of
Yeah.
connected together.
Because then you started seeing men in drag
Too
and
Close for Comfort. Robert remembered. Yeah, that was
yeah,
it. Too Close for Comfort.
you started seeing men in drag in movies and
Hmm.
in TV shows to get
Yeah.
you used to it. So now when you see them in drag all the time.
And by the way, if you ever wondered um, how bad Fresh Prince actually was, a lot of those were rewrites of plots from Too Close for Comfort.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I never saw Too Close to
As a
Comfort.
matter of fact, there's a scene. If this'll do it for you. If you remember an episode of Fresh Prince where Will Smith thought he was going to be a stand-up comic, not only is that entire show directly copied from a script from Too Close for Comfort, he even tells the exact same jokes on stage.
Mm.
So it's pretty sad. But yeah, that was
Um
a terrible show.
Currently we are on season 11
11.
of Dallas, and the last episode we watched, Pam ran away from the hospital all burnt up, burnt to a crisp. Um can't talk,
Yeah,
but she wrote a letter
with her mittens
with her hands all wrapped up.
somehow. And it's like
Hmm.
people actually took her seriously.
And it helped her escape from the hospital because she saw her face and she don't want Bobby and the son to see her looking like that. How vain.
Yeah. Well, she's always been a horrible character. I never liked her. I never liked her character. I was with JR all the way. She ain't no damn good. They're better off without her. And now it's too late for Bobby to marry the girl he actually wanted.
He didn't want her. He liked Pam. When he had the opportunity to marry her, he didn't want to marry her
He
because he
he
wanted to marry Pam.
he was gonna marry her. They were engaged. He was
Yeah,
gonna marry her,
but
and
he was
then
hesitant.
Pam okey doked him, and then he ran off with Pam and blew that.
Well, she would Ray now.
Yeah, and I guess we're all supposed to forget that Ray used to diddle around with underage girls.
Anyway,
In the first season, he was doing that.
Dallas have I think 13, 14 seasons, and then it jumps down to the 2000s,
Yeah,
which we're
they
gonna
brought it
watch.
back.
And that's when the kids are all grown up. So
Yeah,
they got their thing going. So then there was Benson.
yeah,
Yeah.
it had the spin-off. Soap is, I mean, still was a very well done show. Not taking anything away from it, but that's where certain stereotypes come from. Is from Billy Crystal's character on that show
Mm-hmm.
that they were trying to project to a television audience.
Yeah, we'll start Smallville after Dallas because we was
Uh-huh.
already in there. So
We was
now,
already buried in Dallas.
yeah, so now we'll start that up. What about Lucy from Dallas? What happened to her? She went back to her husband and left the show.
Yeah, she left the show.
Yeah, I guess she got tired of it, and Pam got tired of the show because I read what happened to her, and she got tired of the writing and the direction the show was going on, so
Mhm.
she left the show. So then I guess they wrote it in a way where she didn't die in a car accident. She ran away to leave the door open if she wants to come back, I guess.
Mhm.
But in that regard, they could have did what they did with Miss Ellie and just got a new. Bam.
And they had a perfect opportunity too, because she was a burn victim. They could have found an actress that resembled her,
Yeah.
and then be like, okay, she kind of looks like her, but of course she had some reconstructive surgery. They could have
Yeah.
fixed that.
Yeah. And and
Hmm.
and kept the character going instead of doing this weird plot of her being burnt to a crisp and then escaping from the hospital
Yeah,
and
I know.
nobody sees this gurney
Yeah.
with this wrapped up burnt up person on it leaving the hospital and going to the airport, jumping on the airport. So yeah, that was kind of
It was
lame.
really lame. And I saw some people were mentioning Three Stooges. If you're gonna get the Three Stooges, this is the box set to get. The Ultimate Collection, because it also incorporates Shemp's independent shorts where he's by himself. And it's the only box set that has the independent shorts. It's the only way you can get them. So this is the box set to look for, because you see
Hold on, let me move that out the way. Okay, go ahead.
yeah,
1939.
yeah, 190 shorts,
Ugh.
2 feature films, 28 never before released shorts, and 3 Columbia cartoons. Now that's the one I'm talking about. The 28 never before released shorts are what Shemp was doing before he got involved with the Three Stooges. When Curly, he was doing his own shorts when Curly was still part of the Three Stooges before they had to bring him in after Curly's stroke.
And David has that box set. I want to
Yeah,
get
this is
all
this is the one to have if you're looking for a box set.
I want to get all of Mel Brooks. So I have one Mel Brooks box set, but it only has like 8 movies in there. And then there's another one, but then 4 of the movies are in the other one, and then you get like 4 different ones. And I can't find like a complete box set of everything he had. So I guess I would have to buy it like separately or something.
And you see that I went through that Little Rascals, the Our Gang, because there's two versions.
Oh, box got to get going. Bye,
Oh,
Richard.
okay. There's 2 box sets because they were from 2 different studios. So there's
Yeah.
2 complete series of box sets. And also I ran into that same problem with the Marx Brothers films,
Mm.
because there's 2 studios, they will not cooperate with each other to this day. So there's 2 complete definitive box sets. You have to buy both to get all the movies.
Not for Mel Brooks.
Yeah, not for Mel Brooks. I don't know what's up with Mel Brooks, but whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But I mean, I
What are you
guess
going
you
to
just
do?
buy the ones that you don't have,
Hmm.
and you won't have it in the box set. Yeah,
Monster, talking
helpful.
about the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they change people out sometimes. They did it on Bewitched. They
They did it
changed
on
out, yeah,
everything
they changed out Darren.
on
It's
soap operas all the time.
sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't,
Yeah.
you know.
They did it on Fresh Prince of Bel Air. They changed out Aunt Viv.
And they mocked that woman for it
Yeah.
too. They made fun of her.
Yeah, they did. They
And
did.
it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Yes.
But while everybody else is wrapping up, we should probably get started wrapping up as well.
Oh, which box sets gives you the most Little Rascal episodes that we would have watched back in the thing?
Probably the second one. Let me see
He
here.
gonna go grab
It's
it
hard
for
to
you.
say because this one, I don't have the second studio box set. I've got this one, and this has it says 80 original theatrical shorts. So this has the ones that started in the silent era. Okay, so the first disc is silent films, and then it goes to is this 1929 to 1938.
Mm.
And when they started doing the Our Gang stuff is when they switched studios, where they had the Clubhouse and Froggy and those guys. But hey, Rustin,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that the action figures from Mego are based on
Mm.
is the second box set. So that's kind of hard to say because you saw they wouldn't have shown the silent films, but the second half of this set and all of the second set is what you would have seen when you watched Little Rascals, like, you know, early morning programming,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But with that, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. Special thanks, of course, to Rich and to Stephanie and Pastor Rick for making donations to the channels for our cat shelter. Very much appreciated. Thank you, everybody. Uh, one last reminder, go to our Facebook or to our Instagram, Open by Chance, if you think you might be able to use free passes for Joe Lanta, and we will get those out to you. We'll make contact with you and find out where to send them. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hope you had a good time, and we will try to do this again sometime soon.